In your consumer news this morning, a record-breaking bust targeting counterfeit guitars. U.S. Customs agents say they've seized more than 3,000 fake Gibson guitars. Officials calling it the largest fake musical instrument seizure in history. If authentic, these guitars would be worth about $18 million. A new study shows a majority of social media influencers don't verify information before sharing it online. Social media played a key role during the election this year, with both candidates using it as a means of reaching voters. A recent report from Pew Research found that nearly 40% of young Americans regularly get their news from influencers, most of whom are not employed by a news organization. Changes at the top for Subway. CEO John Chidsey will step down at the end of the year, moving into a consulting role focusing on global growth. Chidsey made history in 2019 as Subway's first CEO from outside its founding families, and this year he oversaw the chain's $9 billion sale to Roark Capital. One of the most popular shopping segments of the holiday season, of course, is toys, but consumer groups warn that some toys purchased online could miss the mark on safety. Karen Kafa has what shoppers should look out for.
While enjoying the ease of online shopping this holiday season, Teresa Murray, consumer watchdog director with the U.S. Public Interest Research Group, says some deals really are too good to be true.
What has happened really in the last year or two is that a lot of e-commerce sites have opened that are not reputable businesses.
Murray says to watch for e-commerce listings that don't disclose a manufacturer and ship from overseas because they may not comply with U.S. safety standards.
I like saving money as much as the next person, but not when it comes to compromising my family's safety.
Unlike items purchased at a major retailer, online marketplaces that let outside vendors sell products may not be liable for an unsafe toy or other purchase. Orion Shin of Consumer Reports says regulation of online marketplaces simply hasn't kept up with the explosion in growth.
There really aren't the guardrails there yet to really make clear what the marketplace's responsibility is if anything goes wrong with a third-party seller product. And so we need that to change.
Shin says consumers should do their own digging to ensure the product and seller are legitimate.
Negative reviews should be a yellow to red flag, especially if there are a lot of them. And then check the federal government's website for recalls, warnings, or any useful safety information.
See if you can find that product on another major retail website. And if the company doesn't have its own website, that's typically a red flag.
Officials say also be careful with toys manufactured before 2008. That's because those toys may not meet the rigor of upgraded safety standards that has been signed into law since then.